Welcome to Diane's channel, Aquaba. It has been a couple of days, not too long, but remember, I told you YouTube is part-time for me. Yes, with a full-time attitude. It's good to have a natter with you today. Going to run through some things with you, but let me first start off by saying thank you. Thank you. Thank you to my subscribers. We have passed the 500 mark, on the road to 1,000. I could not do this without you. So I am very thankful and extremely encouraged because you have been increasing. And I'm quite pleased with that. And also that you appreciate the content. Now, the Jamaicans think they're that special in Ghana. Or really are God. What's going on here? Remember a couple weeks ago, I sent quite a bit of vlogs on the government of Jamaica, foreign Minister of Affairs, being here in Ghana. And of course you saw the welcome and the purpose for her visit. On one of the videos I posted, titled Tradition at its Best, a couple spirited comments there. I ask you to revisit. And, I keep abreast and do as much as I can, because, there'll come a time when we take off, when I may not be able to respond to all the commenters. But a little dialogue going back and forth as to why was she bestowed such an honor, and what is really going on, and about the Jamaicans' place in Ghana. And I will say to you, I thrive on a healthy discourse. I truly believe that everybody has an opinion, but there comes a time when we're going to have to separate the opinion from the fact, or with the fact, or opinions with the facts. Go through, and I will say to you, continue having the dialogue, because without conversation, healthy conversation, we're really not progressing as we really can, as long as we keep it respectfully. And it's interesting. I would just say this. But the Jamaicans do have a place in Ghana. And whoever the historians we have out there, are persons that, love to do the research, rightly so. We know exactly where our places are on the continent of Africa. We also know specifically where most of the Jamaicans were planted, where the seed was planted. So with that, I will just say, Ghana, it is. Again, I appreciate when you comment. And I thank the viewers also, right? I still hope that most of you that view the content will subscribe, because subscribing is free of cost, and it will just assist in growing the channel much faster. Moving on quickly. Now I am having persons, reaching out to me, and they have quite a bit of questions, rightly so, wanting to come to Ghana. I tell you straight up, when you buy the ticket, contact Diane. I can't manage anything before that in detail, because you are sure about visiting when you at least have that ticket. But one or two questions that have been posed to me, and I'll quickly answer it. There are YouTube content creators, and everybody have their own space, and as far as I'm concerned, YouTube cannot get saturated, cannot become saturated, because the global space is 9+ billion. 9+ billion is a whole heap of people, a whole lot of people. And so each content creator will have to do their thing, and then they find a space, and if you tune in, you like it, pretty much like cable TV. You and I know that persons who still have cable TV, you start with a lot of channels, but at the end of the day, there may just be a few channels that you will revisit or tuning from time to time. Well, the YouTube space is pretty much the same, but you don't have, as far as I'm concerned, that much content creators based on the population on planet Earth, right? And so if you tune in, you don't like it, then you move on. One of the things that I say, or one of my mantras, is going to be simply this: if you can relate when you tune into Diane, then we can relate. If you cannot, then you can communicate. Let me repeat. If you can relate when tuning in to Diane, then we can communicate. It's all good. Again, it's like you're watching TV. You don't like a particular program in the middle, then you tune out. It's all good. You're free to do so. But with that said, there are persons in finding their space, and based on the audience that they have and the request, they may be featuring, or they may tend to heavily discuss more topics than not, and their videos will show that accordingly. For me, I keeping it right back to you, what it is you are interested in. You do have persons that go back and forth. What do I mean? From Ghana to either the US, the UK, Canada. I don't know much about back and forth Jamaica, where I came from. But they'll spend a couple of months in Ghana. They have a home in Ghana, or a condo apartment, whatever you may call. And they'll come down, and maybe when it's winter up in the north, the region where they're coming from, where they work, or they have most of their family, they come to Ghana and they spend a couple of months, or vice versa. And they get that vacation home. Persons like big houses, some persons don't. We used to hear, they say, it's big in Texas. I say, you want to see big, come to Ghana, and I'm sure touchdown on the continent, and you really see what big is. But if that's not what you're interested in, no problem. What it is that you want, and you need to, as I say, do as much research as you can, so you kind of have a basic idea of what you'll be interested in, so that when you arrive in Ghana, as I said, with your checklist 1, 2, 3, 4, and you try to move through it accordingly. Logistics, for your girl everywhere far. That's another thing. So it's kind of a pretty difficult. Because what I consider far, you may say it's not too bad. Or what I may say is just, it's okay. You're like, oh, no, that's really not what I want. So again, when you get here, you will have an idea. But if it is you want to stay outside of Accra, Ghana has many regions. All of that is possible. But I will say it's going to be a bit challenging to try to get everything nicely packaged right before you get here. The visuals are sometimes what you see on camera is a total different ball game. Now when you land, boots on the ground, and you see it through your own eyes. But it's doable. You want a little country apartment, a country home, where you can do your own little planting or your food produce. You can get whatever you want. And when it comes on to land, I will take the advice. There's a land agency. So let's trek and visit the land agency and have that dialogue. You know, a big thing for me, I will say to persons, when you're conducting certain businesses in your host country or the country where you lived for most of the years, how did you conduct it? And so coming to the continent of Africa and you're here in Ghana, bear that in mind. You know, some business practices are still pretty much the same. And we have to be very mindful of that. You know, if the price sounds too good, you always hear, hey, you know, just be very careful. So I'm not concerned about that. I will say that where land is, there's a land agency. If there is nobody you say you trust or you know of, you know, certainly you're not just going to anybody you meet and, you know, charm you off, charm your pants off. Oh no, let me correct that. No, I'm not correcting that. Charm whatever off. Flatter you and carry you. Be careful, man. You would not be operating like that. Take your time. So there are certain things that you would like to achieve or you would like to acquire. Your girl Diane is going to try to find the legal route. And it may take a little longer, but I prefer that. You know, it's a way of getting the I's and the I's dot and the T's cross so we can sleep a little bit better. Food. I like to eat as organic as possible. So that's why you have heard me, you know, talk a lot about roadside vendors, etc. And when I go into the stores, I'm looking for Ghana stuff. I want Ghana. You know, if I'm going to have some cookies, it's like, show me the Ghana cookies. Show me the Ghana cookies. You know, cheese, let me have the Ghana cheese. And so for me personally, I like Ghana products. And I've been having Ghana products 99% of the time. And so when I compare costs from Jamaica to here, I will say your dollar will stretch. It will stretch like an elastic band. Again, I am eating local. The stuff that I purchase to consume, it's 99, I said, plus local. If you, on the other hand, like your imported produce, Ghana has everything that you will need. It will cost you a little bit more. How much more? I do not know, because I was not coming from the States or the UK or Canada to make that comparison. I'm coming from Jamaica. And in making the comparison, I will say the local produce here, that US dollar, that will stretch immensely. You know, and I'm enjoying the local produce. You know, certain fruits, even though I'm not big on fruits, when I do feel to have the fruits, for me it's amazing in terms of the value, and certainly the quantity. Comes on to avocado, extremely healthy. Oh Lord, Ghana has pear to stone. I'm telling you, they have a lot, and that's in large supply. My friends at home saying to me, that's very good. You know, we don't have much right here. No, you have a lot. That's good on you. So the point I'm making is that if you eat local produce, then it's not going to break the bank that much. Certainly, if you're coming here again and you're doing an exploratory trip and you're coming for the vacation and you're staying in the Airbnb, then when you go shopping to buy some produce, you will see that for yourself also. And that is what I encourage. Be part of your own journey. even on a vacation. It's yours. Be an active participant. See for yourself. Take your notes. And so you can have that conversation. So it's not always, the person on the YouTube said A, B, C, D. And you're actually here. You actually arrived. It's your show, man. It's your show. So always step in. Anywhere that we go and we have never been before, it's a first. But then you can speak up and express, and that's how the learning process goes in. It's been pretty rainy, and when rain falls in Ghana, it pours heavily. And so I am waiting for, when it's a little bit more hotter, drier, less rain, to do some outer town trips and bring you some live vlogs. Not telling you where. It's going to be like a little surprise for me. But when I hit the road, I have to drive and stop, have a little natter here and there. So as I said, once the weather is a little bit better, hoping maybe later in the month of June, or in July, certainly before the end of July, to do one or two outer town, or in Jamaica, you'll say country run-ins. And I'll have a designated driver with me for those journeys. And so I'm working on that in the pipeline, so I can bring you some visuals of different regions, right? So take care. I appreciate you. Yes, I appreciate you. No. 500 and plus subscribers. We're doing good, all because of you. So keep on rocking with Diane. Stay tuned. God bless, and enjoy the life that you have until you get what you desire. Just enjoy and let us live in peace. All when we get vexed sometimes, because sometimes I upset, but I blow like a fuse, and then boom, I come back again, and I just let it go and move on. Right? Let's try to end each day with a calm spirit, and let us try not carry over, and then keep on revisiting. And remember, check out that vlog when I said tradition at its best, and look at some of the dialogue. It's interesting and it's nice, and I appreciate it all. So until the next time, God bless.